Today on Drawbli, Abby is drawing...
Well, this is everything I've drawn in the last 24 hours. Hang on tight.
24 hours? Wow.
Yes.
There's a lot here.
I know.
Click that subscribe button if you're new around here.
And comment below with ideas of what we can do to improve as artists.
And share your drawings of the last 24 hours on Instagram with the hashtag Drawbli.
Yeah. 24 hours, and here's what I've done. I did...
You did Crouching Man.
I did Crouching Man.
Crouching Man turned out extremely good.
He was originally just going to be a very quick little color black and white study.
This already looks awesome. Your sketching ability to create something that's visually interesting just from a few quick lines is incredible.
Thank you. It's one of my favorite parts of drawing. Oh, no more sketch. See, all the magic is gone.
Oh no, the magic.
It's funny how
Bring
much...
back the magic.
Yeah, to me a sketch is so much of the magic of a good piece of art, but I wanted to walk away from the sketch on this one and really try to be more exact, finessed with my light and color.
So you don't merge the sketch on there at all. I mean, that could be something that helps you in the future. I don't know.
I tried to color it and I was like, no. But so here's what I did today in the last 24 hours. I painted this guy. I got a good start on him. I painted a girl.
You got a really good start on him.
Thank you. And then I did our homework. I watched all the assignments.
Our homework.
And our homework was to go in and do a detailed mouth. So I did a detailed mouth, and then I went back to this guy and worked on his mouth and made it detailed.
Oh.
And then I went back, and then I did a detailed nose.
Okay,
according to the homework.
I gotcha.
And then I went back to his nose. So
very cool.
Towards the end of this video, you'll see a lot of bounce back and forth between homework, this guy, because this is my rough-in on him, and then I do go back and finesse him a little bit more.
That is so cool. That's such a good idea.
Yeah.
What about this? Is this just another sketch?
This is just another sketch. I just left it in because this is part of what I did
Look
in 24
at those fun
hours.
shapes already.
I know, she's so triangular. And I could have probably taken her a lot farther too, but the fact is her reference image is extremely small and pixelated.
It is.
And I just didn't really want to try to read all that information.
Look at you with your brush, then erasing.
Thank you. That's something we learned in our course that it was just like a duh moment to me.
Duh.
I was like, oh my gosh, of course. I don't need to use the selection tool and carefully select out this little space. I just brush it in and then...
And gave her a skull.
Yeah, I gave her kind of a funny face that I could have improved on a lot, but I didn't.
No, I like her funny face.
There it is.
I love the shapes that you created for that with all the angles.
Thank
it's so
you.
cool.
I'll show it on screen a little bit more at the end so you can admire a little longer if you want.
Thank you.
So here's
I
our
see you
detail.
drawing the geometry of the mouth with the topological draw over. Look at you.
Yeah, the wireframe method. I love this. This has been...
Now, I do have some things I must complain about with your wireframe for that lower lip, but other than that, it was looking pretty good.
I'm
in
sure
terms
it
of
was
wireframe.
not rigged for animation appropriately or something.
The flow of this topology is...
Oh my gosh. That just takes me back to when I used to edit your students' feedback sessions, and I heard the word topology there more than I've ever heard topology in my life.
Let me tell you about this topology.
This man knows a thing or two about topology. But does he know how to give an apology?
Oh,
tune in next time.
Quick, say something funny.
Because that was not funny.
I really like your mouth so far.
Thank
you. You chose, is this the old gentleman or woman?
That was the older gentleman reference image that we had available as a homework. And true to my word, I took that study back over to this guy and was like, here, you get a detailed mouth now too. Again, pixelated image versus high res, so you get what you get, right? But
you get what you get.
But
and I feel like I'm getting a lot.
Yeah. It's very brushy, which is something that I would love to learn how to be better about not doing.
What do you mean by that? You can see a lot of your brush strokes?
There's no stroke economy, none at all.
Oh, okay.
None at all. You have a lot of stroke economy, and it gives clean reads and clean surfaces.
I don't necessarily, because I often use the blending tool. But, oh, wow, that eye up there just sneaking in, looking all creepy.
Now it's way off to the right, though. Remember how I said you always put your eyes where they're supposed to go the first
It's
time?
proportionally pretty close.
It's way off to the right, I realized later.
The iris is a little far off to the right, but the actual eyeball placement is pretty close to where it needs to be. That nose is so... The only word I can think of is, like, grungy. Like, the shapes that you've created there are so cool.
Thanks.
It feels like the Crypt Keeper's nose.
It reminds me of Lemony Snicket.
Yeah, something like that.
The Lemony Snicket, the Count Olaf character.
Tastes a little lemony, yes. His nose, like the drawing, is so much more interesting than the reference that you have there. You've got a lot more cool shapes going on.
That's my ultimate goal as an artist, to be able to take a reference image and create something that looks a little more interesting.
Oh, your lines were
I'm
so
so
cool.
sad that they're gone. Yeah, that's where all the charm of my art comes from, is my lines.
No, not all of the charm, but you do have a lot of charm in your lines, and you should start integrating those lines more.
I should.
I need to see me some more Abby lines.
Yeah, I wish I knew how to integrate them without them like taking up too much space, you know? Like if I left all that wireframe on, it would be all wireframe and no guy, you know? I don't know. So now I give him a nose. And back to this guy now for a proper look at the eyes, because before it was just a nose, so this is my real go at the eyes. I flipped the canvas here to give myself a fresh perspective on it.
Very smart. Gotta get that fresh perspective.
And I don't really have a very good rhyme or reason for where I start and where I go. It looks very Voldemort-like to me in the beginning.
No,
So
it looks
think of an
I mean, he
eyelash.
kind of has some Voldemort-looking eyes.
That's true.
I don't know what that means, but yes, I agree.
Not the reference, just my piece, but yeah, he does.
Yeah, I meant
I
both,
think it's
but
that
yeah,
his nose
yeah.
seems to flatten away to nothing in my artwork there.
Ooh, oh, okay, I see it now. I see Voldemort coming into...
Once I give him
into shape.
eyelashes, though, that really takes away a lot of the Voldemort-esque appearance.
Yes, facial hair is very important to capturing expression, for sure, and making things not look super weird.
I miss my wireframes.
I miss it too. I think you can incorporate some of your lines in like just... You should just take those lines and merge it down into one layer and then keep painting on top of that. And some of the lines will like naturally show through, but you can blend them out.
Yeah,
And
that's a good idea.
And if you want some stroke economy, or just like some better blending, I think you should check out this.
Bing! I'm editing this video. I don't know what to put here.
Yeah, me neither. I got to show you this blending brush that I think works a lot better than the flat brush. The flat brush for blending, no bueno.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I have that brush, actually. You gave it to me a long time ago, and I should just try to start incorporating it now.
Now, I see that you have not gone back to your man to draw his eyes yet.
No, I don't remember why this particular flow of order of events took place. I think because I wasn't that pumped about painting the ear, and I was just gonna knock it out real quick.
Let me just knock out this anti-tragus real quick here.
It's not the best reference, obviously, because it's covered by hair.
Whoa, what's going on?
I took
Wow,
my pieces.
those piece together so well.
Don't they though? I'm
You
pretty
did a really good
pleased.
job. Oh
I'm
my
pretty
gosh.
pleased.
That's crazy.
Thumbnail the video, buddy.
Those looked so good. Oh my gosh. And this guy's looking awesome too.
I really enjoyed working on this dude.
You have your work cut out for you with the resolution of this image, but in some ways, that's a blessing in disguise.
He does not get much more defined than this. He stays very sketchy, and that's how he stays. I probably could clean him up. I do go back and clean up his body a pretty good amount, actually. But I don't know. Yeah, he does look
He's
really blurry in the
dirty.
end.
Clean up his body, yes.
Okay.
You do such a good job. That face, when you zoom out, it's just like spot on.
So what I was hoping for here was, you know how we've heard about like, oh, if you want the focus to be on one area, you add a lot of detail there and leave everything else kind of, you know, inarticulate. So I left those hands pretty much as they are, and I tried not to add too much more detail to the rest of his body.
Yes.
I tried to color with the gradient mapping.
Gave up.
Came back to it later.
Said
tried
no.
again, and still probably maybe gave him a little color. I think I tried to put him on like a sunset sort of lighting thing.
It does look like he's on a sunset sort of lighting thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And now it doesn't.
Well, I realized that he had a lot of... Oh, I guess I took off the color. Oops, oh well. But there he is.
There he is.
There he
Wow. That looked so good.
Thank you.
And your facial features were amazing too.
Thank you. I'm pretty pleased with how the facial
You drew
features
all of
turned out.
this just in one day.
Within a 24-hour time frame. So actually, I think within the evening of one day and the morning of the next.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very, very impressive.
Thank you.
Call me impressed.
Oh, hello, impressed.
And if you want to be more impressed, click that subscribe button.
And comment below with ideas of what we can do to improve as artists.
And if you end up doing a study or just making any old art, share it on Instagram with the hashtag Drawbli.
We want to see it.
And this is the part where we say
goodbye.
Goomba. Look at that face. I think it's
Look
a
at this
testament
photograph.
to how good you've done that you can just do all these drawings separately and then slap them all together.
Thank you. I kind of like the way he looks as a kind of patchwork quilt.
It's cool. It's very cool.
Thank you.
Look at this graph.
Every time.